Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Let's get your heart racing. July 31st, 2021, Atlanta, Georgia. A trooper traveling down Jonesboro Road spots a black Chrysler 300 doing donuts in the middle of a busy intersection. Not exactly the kind of performance anyone was asking for. The moment the blue lights come on, the driver ditches the show and rockets south, leaving the trooper no choice but to call in a pursuit.
42-1080, southbound on Jonesboro. Paul Frank Henry 3677, PFH 3677. Except through behind him, I'll call him in 42. Got yellow racing stripes, black car, yellow racing stripes. We are crossing over Brownsville. Oh, yes, very great, southbound. The Chrysler 300, get over, so we're going to need it, probably. One route, we're across Maryland. That's out for the stop traffic. We're across Harbor Road. Got some traffic. He's across the road. No traffic. Got green line right here, across the Constitution. Still on Jonesboro Road. Alright, clear. Brakes on this one suck, so be careful. What's down on Cleveland? What's down on Cleveland? On Brownsville intersection. Yeah, westbound, first Brownsville. Almost gone in. Down on side. Still now. Watch oncoming traffic. Watch my brakes. Clear all the way down. Crossing Lois Lane. Crossing Bacon Street. Clear crossing Bacon Street. From the turn, he brakes better. Got units coming right here in front of him. Crawford connector. 42 still primary, 797 secondary. They're crossing over the connector. Aviation connection on slowly. We got traffic here at the light.
The chase winds through multiple city streets as the Chrysler weaves recklessly and nearly clips several vehicles. At Cleveland Avenue and Metropolitan Parkway, the driver bounces over a curb and through a private parking lot, sending pedestrians scrambling. The impact blows out the right rear tire, but the Chrysler keeps running on three wheels, still traveling fast enough to make every turn a gamble. The pursuit eventually heads east onto GA 166, with the driver showing no intention of slowing down.
Crossing Quaker.
Two flat tires, yeah.
Clear crossing Quaker Street on Metro for first depot. Okay. Bush Fonda, white male, low haircut, dark complected, white shirt. We're crossing over Avery Road. We're crossing over Avery Road.
No, get on the highway, bitch. I dare you. Oh, you done fucked up now.
We are turning right onto the connector.
Can't do it right now.
We're turning right onto the connector. Left lane, we're going 35, 85 north, past the 166.
We're on 166.
On the connector north, 166. We're going about 80. Setting up for pit 42, good attempt. Failed. Setting up again, we'll cross under Pryor Road. He's going to try to pin him again. They're northbound, approaching fire and stuff for a second pit.
Get. Look out.
Big successful, big 50.
Knowing a blind intersection is ahead, the trooper moves in for a controlled pit maneuver after the first attempt fails. The second pit is stronger and rotates the Chrysler counterclockwise off the roadway, where it slams into a parked tractor trailer and comes to a stop. Both the driver and his passenger bail out on foot. The trooper fires his taser but misses, and the suspect disappears briefly into a woodline before Corporal Ennis and an Atlanta PD officer catch him after a short pursuit. The driver is transported to Atlanta Medical Center for evaluation and then taken to the Fulton County Jail for booking. Charges are handled by APD, and the scene is cleared without any injuries to the public. Charges: felony fleeing, reckless driving, hit and run, multiple traffic violations, a three-wheeled Chrysler, a blown tire, 2 pit maneuvers, and a foot chase later. The suspect ends the night in handcuffs instead of finishing his donut routine. November 14, 2025, Texarkana, Arkansas. Officers are on alert after a bolo reports a kidnapping out of Hooks, Texas. Around midday, TAPD spots the black Trailblazer near a Dollar General and moves in to make contact. But instead of stopping, the driver, Jason Hosey, hits the gas and bolts, starting a chase before anyone gets a chance to ask even one question. With Hosey heading straight toward a middle school, Trooper Tiller steps in and lands a solid pit maneuver in the dirt field. The Trailblazer lurches forward a few more feet before dying in the brush, finally admitting defeat. Officers box in the vehicle and hold Hosey at gunpoint. He refuses commands, so they pull him out, cuff him, and separate him from the victim. EMS checks her injuries, swollen face, bruising, and a bloody nose, but she declines transport. A search turns up a machete beside the driver's seat, matching the weapon used in the kidnapping. Hosey is handed off to TAPD while the damaged vehicles get towed and the scene is cleared. Charges: felony fleeing, terroristic threatening, refusal to submit, failure to appear. Additional kidnapping-related charges pending in Texas. The victim is rescued safely, the machete is recovered, and Hosey's run across 2 states ends with a jail booking instead of another escape attempt. November 15, 2025, Fort Smith, Arkansas. A trooper on Rogers Avenue spots a black dirt bike pop a wheelie right in front of him at Casey's. Basically McKinney's way of saying, "Catch me if you can." The rider looks straight at the patrol car, shrugs, and darts into a field. Lights flip on, sirens hit, but McKinney cuts behind a business and shoots back onto Rogers Avenue, weaving through lanes as the chase officially kicks off.
And we're going down Phoenix.
10-4 down Phoenix.
And going down Mazard.
Down Mazard.
Going in the hideaway.
Hideaway.
Coming through Aldi, going back out onto Zero for Phoenix.
McKinney turns the chase into a tour of Fort Smith. He cuts through parking lots, hops sidewalks, shoots behind restaurants, and even rides straight into oncoming traffic on Massard Road. Every turn is sharper than the last, and every shortcut is a new problem. It's clear this guy has absolutely zero plans of stopping, and the felony counter is climbing fast.
Turning into back of Walmart.
Turning into Walmart.
Then right now we're going back down Massard, going back towards Rogers.
Back down Massard towards Rogers.
He's going into oncoming traffic now. Or do you want me to stop him?
10-4, oncoming traffic.
Back on to Rogers, going towards Barling.
Rogers towards Barling.
You're good.
He wrecked out here in front of Walmart. Now he's on foot, running, going into the ditch.
10-4, wrecked out on foot, running towards the ditch.
Back on Rogers Avenue, McKinney slams his brakes trying to turn into Walmart. The trooper closes the distance. The bike hits the curb, smacks a utility box, and McKinney goes flying. The trooper doubled back to search the area, but by the time he checked the lots and driveways, McKinney had already slipped away again, back on the throttle, back in traffic, and fully committed to running like he had a personal grudge against stopping. That meant the chase wasn't over, just restarting.
Avenue. They were in a silver Chevy pickup truck. You see if we get somebody with a dog too.
Page 14, 450, receiving.
He jumps up, runs toward a ditch, then vanishes near the car wash until multiple witnesses spot him hiding behind dumpsters. He finally surrenders and is taken into custody. EMS checks him out. He's treated at the hospital and then booked into the Sebastian County Detention Center. His dirt bike gets towed, and the damaged utility box gets added to the report. Charges: felony, fleeing on foot, reckless driving ATV on public highway, striking highway fixtures, wrong way driving, leaving scene of property damage accident. A simple wheelie turned into a full city chase, fields, sidewalks, parking lots, oncoming traffic, and a dumpster hideout. McKinney ran everywhere, except far enough to get away. November 12, 2025, Mayflower, Arkansas. Sergeant Farnham is running radar on I-40 when a red car blasts past at 91 in a 75. A quick lane jump, faster speed, and it's already clear this driver isn't pacing with normal traffic. By the time he catches up near the 140-mile marker, she's pushing 100 and cutting lanes sharply. He activates his emergency lights at the exit ramp, and she answers by accelerating instead of stopping.
Speed's about 120, 125, a lot, traffic.
Denmark County, approaching 430, speed 120, 125, on traffic.
Change. Proceed.
Taking 430 south, 430 south, 40.
Denmark County, 430 south, 40.
I'm just south of River Bridge on a set of bikes. 10-4, I'm gonna try to hit here 5 on them.
See that best comments.
Alright, we're still southbound. I was trying to get a bit there, approaching the Maumelle exit.
Denmark, copy, you're approaching the Maumelle exit.
She jumps to 120 miles per hour and starts weaving through traffic, slipping through gaps that really weren't big enough. After merging onto I-430, the reckless pattern continues. Fast, wide swings, and zero interest in slowing down. Trooper Whipple tries spike strips at Cantrell Road, but she dodges them. The front right tire starts falling apart, though she still keeps the car moving southbound.
Okay, we're coming across the bridge now. We're in the slow lane, switching from the slow lane to the fast lane. Speed's about 120, 130.
Unit 825 join call. CFS comments.
Coming up on 630.
At 142, you're going to be the next closest unit.
Jump 4.
CFS.
Okay, looks like we may take 630.
That's 14 Little Rock. I'm going to be secondary. I'll call it. For 430, southbound passenger 5.
10-4 copy. 430 southbound passenger 5.
Okay, I think he's losing his front right tire.
Copy, he's losing his front right tire.
TVI is 5.
10-4 copy, TVI is at 5 at 9:31.
Mark, look. TVI.
714 copy, TVI 939.
With the tire failing, Sergeant Farnham moves in and performs a pit maneuver near Shackleford Road. The car spins toward the shoulder, the driver recovers briefly and continues for a short distance. Trooper Whipple then takes over and completes a clean second pit maneuver on I-430 southbound, bringing the vehicle to a full stop. Officers approach, detain the driver, and secure the area. No injuries and no damage to patrol units. Charges felony fleeing reckless driving. No driver's license, speeding more than 15 over. The chase ends safely, and the driver's night out finishes at the county unit instead of wherever she planned to be. She's now out on a $40,000 bond while awaiting trial. October 14th, 2025, Crawford County, Arkansas. A trooper spots a blue motorcycle turning onto US Highway 71 and immediately notices the rider is in a hurry, the kind of hurry that usually comes with expensive fines. When he activates his lights to stop her, she answers with a classic move: ignore everything and twist the throttle harder.
264 George X-ray. Low road. Heading towards Grant.
The rider turns onto Moat Road and keeps pushing past 70 miles per hour, even as the surface changes from pavement to gravel, not the smartest place to audition for a stunt role. She blows through a stop sign at Graphic Road and continues up the narrow stretch, still speeding and struggling with each curve. The trooper stays behind her as the road gets tighter and her control gets worse. As she enters a sharp right-hand curve, the motorcycle finally loses traction and slides out from under her, throwing her onto the roadway. While trying to get up, she accidentally extends her leg directly into the trooper's lane, leaving him no time to stop before his patrol car rolls over her lower leg. EMS arrives quickly and transports her to Mercy Hospital, where she's checked and surprisingly cleared with only bruising and swelling. Once released, she's taken into custody and transported to the Crawford County Detention Center. She's booked without further issues after officers confirm her suspended license, reckless driving, and fleeing behavior. Charges: driving on suspended license, speeding more than 15 over failure to obey stop sign, reckless driving, felony, fleeing, improper motorcycle operation. The motorcycle didn't survive, but the rider did, and her high-speed gamble ends with a trip to jail rather than the next county. September 18, 2025, Pulaski County, Arkansas. A trooper driving east on I-40 spots a black BMW with a license plate he recognizes, and not because it won a prize. The registered owner, Kimira Wallace, has warrants, a suspended license, expired tags, and no insurance. He lights her up near exit 150, expecting a routine stop. Instead, the BMW keeps rolling like it's politely pretending not to notice. But once the siren chirps, the driver finally responds by flooring it. The BMW jumps to 95 miles per hour, takes the ramp to Interstate 30 West, and starts squeezing past cars using shoulders like optional bonus lanes. Speed climbs past 100, and the weaving gets sharper as the chase heads across lanes. The suspect exits Broadway, cuts across the street, and jumps right back onto I-30 like she forgot something. Moments later, she merges onto I-630 westbound, still pushing triple digits, only slowing down when she notices another trooper joining the chase. Just east of the UAMS exit, Kimira finally gives up and stops in the left lane. Officers set up a felony stop and quickly pull out both occupants. The passenger, her sister, Lamia, is detained without any drama. Kimira is removed from the driver's seat, cuffed, and placed in the patrol unit. A search of the BMW turns up piles of merchandise, some with tags still on, which doesn't exactly help her case. With nothing else pressing at the scene, the car is towed, officers clear the roadway, and Kimira is transported to PCRDF. She's booked on new fleeing-related charges and served multiple outstanding warrants from North Little Rock and Conway for theft. Charges: fleeing driving on suspended expired registration, no insurance, outstanding theft warrants. The BMW is impounded, the sisters are separated, and Kimira's night ends with more charges than miles she drove, which is impressive considering she hit 106. February 16, 2021, Conway, Arkansas. Conway police report a stolen black 2015 Ford Mustang that refuses to stop on I-40 westbound. They lose sight of it near mile marker 117 and end their pursuit, leaving state police and nearby agencies staged ahead along the interstate. Moments later, a highway police officer spots the Mustang ripping past mile marker 111, giving troopers their chance to pick it up again.
I'm out here in Jumbo, but I'm not finding anything we tried to get to Center Valley. Taking over Pine Ridge Road. Over Pine Ridge Road. Somebody trying to get to Happy Valley if he comes out there. Does Upper Pine Ridge come back down on Wall Road? If he takes Seawall Road, he takes Lower Pine Hill, it's going to come out on 326. Ready to find stop at Lower Pine Road, up here on your right. Eastern 55 to 60 up now.
The Mustang vanishes near Lake Overcup, but then reappears near the Morrilton Walmart with local units behind it again. It merges back onto I-40 westbound, and a trooper waiting near exit 94 becomes primary as the car heads north on Highway 105. Speeds rocket past 120 miles per hour as the driver swerves left of center and pushes through Highway 124, Upper Pine Ridge Road, and Lower Pine Hill Road like he's speed running every back road in the county.
The only roads out there are dead ends, except for where it comes out on 326. These are about 66. We'll see it. Let's say they're there enough. 30s are coming to you. If you can get up to that intersection, you'll be right in front of them. 5's not hitting me. That's the other side. I'm going to come out further down. Well, it's up here. If I need to turn around, I need to get back the way you're going. 30 to 5 is back behind you. Comment that road. That's the kind of street, Jeff. Shut down the whole road. Come to a stop sign. He is. He's surrounded. He's off in the ditch. We got him here. On 326.
Hill Road, the driver suddenly slams his brakes, causing a minor hit from the pursuing trooper. A second intersection on Highway 326 leads to another light pit. When the Mustang tries turning west, J30 steps in with a clean pit maneuver, spinning it out. Before the driver can regain control, the lead trooper pins the car in a ditch, ending the pursuit. The suspect is pulled out and cuffed, and when asked if the chase was worth it, he casually says he kept going because he was going to jail anyway and wanted one last drive in a Mustang. Charges fleeing in a vehicle, possession of a stolen vehicle, reckless driving left of center, additional traffic violations. A coordinated multi-agency effort brings the stolen Mustang to a controlled stop, and the driver ends his joyride in a ditch and in handcuffs. November 15, 2025, Sharp County, Arkansas. Just after 6 p.m., a multi-county pursuit is bouncing around rural backroads with radio updates coming in like scrambled GPS directions. A trooper finally catches the suspect's location on Highway 58 and spots the van, driven by Lakin, moving like she's trying to outrun her responsibilities. He passes the local unit, takes over the pursuit, and pushes to stop her before she reaches Highway 63.
Hey, man. I have to stop before they get back out the road here. 35 Newport, TBI.
Now on dispatch, roll over here on 58, rolling in with 58, mile off 63. Mile off 63, rolling in with Crawford County, Greg.
When the chase gets too close to Highway 63, the trooper moves in and performs a hard pit maneuver. The van flips, landing upside down off the roadway. Lakin pops up inside, crawls toward the back, and ignores every command, forcing the trooper to deploy his taser to finally get her out. EMS arrives, she refuses treatment, and she's handed over to Chief Keating. A search of the van turns up meth baggies, weed, paraphernalia, and an open beer, which explains her driving but doesn't help her case. After medical clearance, she's taken straight to jail. Charges: felony, fleeing reckless, driving wrong way, striking a fixture, leaving the scene, drug possession and paraphernalia, open container. A dusty backroad pursuit turned into a flipped van, a taser, and a trunk full of narcotics. Lakin walked away with no injuries, but she didn't walk away from the charges. October 7th, 2025, Manatee County, Florida. Troopers get word that Sarasota County deputies are chasing a stolen white GMC van headed north on I-75. When FHP Trooper Ryan Earhart enters the highway near mile marker 224, he spots the pursuit already in progress. He activates his lights to assist, falling in behind SCSO as the van keeps running without a hint of slowing down.
I'm taking it at the mile marker 14. I'm taking the paperwork all day. Don't worry, Sergeant Campbell will be there soon. I'll handle it.
Cameras at about 10 units behind it.
They'll let me up here.
Oh, yeah, they're on it. Alright, now letting you pass them?
Yeah.
Sarasota's letting Ryan pass.
The chase continues into Interstate 275 southbound, where stop sticks strike the van's tires near the toll plaza. Even with damaged rubber, the driver keeps fleeing over the Skyway Bridge into Pinellas County. Units attempt to box in, but the van muscles through. Traffic shifts right, giving the trooper room to move to primary and settle in behind the suspect as the driver continues swerving and ignoring every command behind him.
About to pass the North Toll Plaza. Can you advise 421? 421-48 for the main call. R17 outside. St. Pete Police is 5 minutes near the end of the bridge, trying to get air. Can you advise if you see? Yeah, I just attempted to quit near the guardrail. We're just going to be northbound. Yeah, for students, guardrail, still northbound. Pit. Therefore, pit. You advise any units in full.
Seeing the driver still pushing southbound with blown tires, Trooper Earhart moves in and attempts a pit maneuver on the van's left side, but the suspect keeps control. A second pit on the right side finally works. The van slides across the lane, slams into the east wall, and bounces to a stop in the inside lane. Units surround the van and start felony stop commands. The driver refuses every instruction, so SCSO deploys a taser 3 times, scoring a hit to his abdomen and finally getting him into handcuffs. EMS checks him for minor injuries, and troopers verify the GMC is indeed stolen by matching the VIN. With no weapons found and the scene secured, the van is towed, traffic is cleared, and Silva is transported for medical evaluation before heading to jail. Charges: aggravated fleeing DUI, theft of a motor vehicle. The stolen van is recovered, no officers are hurt, and Silva's run ends with a taser, a hospital visit, and a long list of charges waiting for him. July 10, 2025, Orlando, Florida. Troopers on SR 408 spot a gray Mercedes GLC flying past at 92 in a 60 with tint dark enough to block sunlight, hope, and probably the driver's judgment. When the trooper pulls behind it to initiate a stop, the Mercedes answers with the classic move, speeding up even faster and pretending the marked patrol car with full lights and sirens simply does not exist.
1033 traffic, 1541 westbound, 11 mile marker, 4-way, 1031 vehicle.
The Mercedes jumps past 100 miles per hour, uses shoulders as bonus lanes, and slices between cars hard enough to make commuters question reality. Speeds hit 135 and a 60 as the GLC swerves, cuts off traffic, and nearly creates a three-car collection of insurance claims. Near mile marker 7, the driver loses control, clips the median barrier, and the left wheels start wobbling like they're reconsidering their life choices. But the driver keeps fleeing anyway.
Alright, get ready for phone. 57 clear if you can. Hold on, Mario. Hold on.
With the wheels falling apart, a trooper moves in for a pit, but the suspect brake checks him and triggers it early. The GLC spins, hits the barrier, and the trooper pins it against the guardrail. The driver runs down the Pine Hills exit ramp, but surrenders after a brief chase. While being detained, he casually admits he has stuff, pulls out a bag of pills, and even tries to hide it near a tree. Troopers find nearly $4,000 on him, and the pills test positive for fentanyl. A search of the Mercedes turns up marijuana and a Glock-shaped torchlighter. Charges: fleeing and eluding. Possession of fentanyl. Possession of marijuana. No one was hurt. The fentanyl was seized, and Lowe's 135-mile-per-hour run ends with a clean arrest and no bond requested. August 19, 2022, Cameron County, Texas. A DPS trooper attempts a simple traffic stop on Military Highway, expecting the usual: pull over, license, quick warning. Instead, the silver Toyota decides today's not the day to be responsible and punches the gas, instantly turning a routine stop into a chase with no warm-up period whatsoever.
Texas plates, Robert Paul Charles, 45.
He's having issues steering, guys. Just a heads up. We're behind him.
Vehicle still traveling westbound on Military. What's the vehicle at?
About to pass up Dick Ryder, copy.
Speeds approximately 95 miles per hour.
Number speeds of 90 miles an hour.
We just passed up 1421, still westbound. Okay, we're approaching 1732.
966, no air officer taking one of our units, please.
Yeah, we're still westbound past 1732.
Yeah, but we're continuing westbound military west of 1732.
There one.
3 on 678. Be advised, BP is saying that vehicles took one of their units.
Yeah, it's M4. He did strike one of them. We're still going to be westbound right now.
Vehicle approaching 1577, still westbound military.
3 out of 65, what's going on?
The Toyota hits speeds near 95 miles per hour, weaving down the highway like the driver is late for absolutely everything. At one point, he even sideswipes a U.S. Border Patrol unit. Not exactly the team you want to start bumping into. DPS aircraft joins overhead, giving updates as the driver keeps running with the confidence of someone holding exactly the thing that gets you federal charges.
732. Correction, 732.
Approaching the expressway at this time.
Southbound frontage. We took a right frontage road on 77, south front. It's a silver in color Toyota Corolla. It's one of the front wheels is messed up. Okay, we're approaching R100. He's going all the way to the...
I got visual. I got visual. 607.
Get at it.
I'm still southbound. Good. 27.
Good to get on, but no,
Continuing southbound, unit 77, south of 100.
It's like it's just him. That's all.
Passing the Robert.
South 4 vehicle continuing southbound on US 77, frontage road approaching Willow Road.
Through Willow Road, continuing southbound US 77 front. Passing 100. Northbound US 77. 3C one way, northbound US 77, passing to State Highway 100. Looks like you blew out another tire. Caution.
Hold your traffic for 108. Units, hold your traffic for 108.
Vehicle's pulling over. It's pulling over.
Pena eventually gives up, pulling the Toyota to the shoulder as ground units close in an aircraft track overhead. Troopers move in, detain him without resistance, and a search of the car answers everything. The back seat and trunk are packed with 10 bundles of marijuana weighing about 240 pounds. The scene is secured, the vehicle is towed, and Pena is transported to the Cameron County Jail. Charges: possession of marijuana, large quantity, fleeing in a vehicle, multiple traffic violations. No injuries, one very unhappy Toyota, and 240 pounds of marijuana that won't reach its destination. All courtesy of an 18-year-old who picked the wrong day to test DPS. February 3, 2024, Fairfax County, Virginia. A routine patrol on I-66 takes a turn when troopers get an ALPR hit on a stolen Hyundai Elantra rolling westbound. The trooper spots it near Route 7 and follows while waiting for backup, hoping for a clean traffic stop. But the moment additional units arrive and lights hit the Elantra, the driver, Shasta Gamble, decides she'd rather test horsepower than patience, and a pursuit begins.
90 miles an hour, coming up on 123. Alright, you just struck 1254 again.
Fairfax 2, we're overhead. They're going south on 123, south on 123. Getting ready to cross over 66.
Just made contact again with 1254. That's 4 times now. Almost struck my vehicle.
The chase loops through Nutley Street and back onto I-66 as troopers attempt containment. Gamble responds by ramming a patrol car and breaking free. With heavy traffic and speeds nearing 100 miles per hour, she keeps weaving through lanes with zero regard for anyone else. 2 more containment attempts fail as she rams additional units and continues fleeing south toward Route 123.
Get the vehicle stopped.
If there's a break in traffic, if 724 is not caught up, I'm just going to take them out up here.
Up on you, I'm behind y'all.
Alright, let's make some room for Corbin. Hit him.
Watch traffic. If you're gonna do it right here.
I gotta get around y'all.
Let me know which side you're coming up on. Hey, whoever's third vehicle back there, start slow rolling traffic. I got it.
She's still eastbound, left lane.
Alright, do it now. Hit into the express lane,
Fairfax 2, they pitted him. He's in the main lanes.
Back on eastbound I-66, Pitt, certified Trooper Corvin moves in. Just past Nutley Street, he takes the opening and performs a clean pit maneuver, sending the Hyundai spinning into the express lanes where it strikes the Jersey wall and stops. Troopers conduct a felony stop, remove Gamble from the wreck, and confirm the car is stolen. The ignition torn apart with a USB cord still hanging. Fire rescue checks her after she reports being pregnant and having a nosebleed, but she's cleared at the scene. Her passenger is removed safely, warrants are confirmed, and the totaled Hyundai is towed. Charges: felony, eluding grand larceny, auto theft, driving without a license, reckless driving felony, failure to appear felony, hit and run, assault on law enforcement, destruction of state property. No civilians hurt and multiple units working together bring the chase to an end, with Gamble's night finishing in handcuffs and a long list of felonies. March 25, 2015, South Georgia. Deputies spot a black Toyota Tundra linked to an armed robbery that happened just minutes earlier. The suspect, 22-year-old William Owens, reportedly used a realistic-looking BB gun to rob a man picking up his mail, then peeled off in the victim's truck. When Lee County deputies attempt a stop, Owens makes his intentions clear immediately. He pushes the Tundra harder and launches into a full-speed escape that quickly heads toward Dougherty County and beyond. Owens pushes the Tundra past 130 miles per hour, drifting into oncoming lanes and forcing a GSP trooper off the road. Multiple agencies jump in as he tears through 3 counties, with officers racing ahead to clear intersections. Some report seeing him wave a gun out the window as he blasts through Albany, raising the danger with every mile.
Communications, can you advise everybody, but anybody that's been certified to back off so we can get up here and walk on him? We got 3 units trying to beat him. We've got all these other people in our way.
chase pours back into Albany on Gillionville Road, where officers have already cleared intersections. Owens cuts through a busy supermarket lot and onto North Slappy, still trying to wrestle the oversized Tundra away from closing units. Multiple pit attempts fail, but the third connects at Palmyra. The truck skids, tires screaming as Owens tries to power out, until Major Barry and Corporal Norman hit him from both sides, pinning the Tundra and ending the pursuit. Officers pull Owens out, secure the scene, and recover the stolen wallet and the BB gun used in the robbery. With traffic reopened and no injuries reported, he's taken in on a long list of charges. Armed robbery, motor vehicle hijacking, aggravated assault on an officer, fleeing and eluding, parole probation violations, plus additional counts in Dougherty and Baker counties. 8 agencies, 0 civilian injuries, and Owens' 50-mile run ends wedged between 2 patrol cars, wheels still spinning, luck gone. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.